Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scove, the founder and owner of the LA Connection Comedy Theater, and we're coming into your homes right now virtually on YouTube. So we're glad you guys are out there watching us. All the shows completely improvised based on audience suggestion. Today it's the 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time team. So if you want to see all our teams, you go to LAC Comedy on YouTube. But if you want to follow this team, click on the playlist, click on 5 p.m. Sunday, and you can see all the shows they've done. Some of these guys have been with me over a year and a half, some 6 months, 8 months, and a couple maybe their third show with us. So we got some really great cast today, really fun games. We're going to do This Is Your Life. This is an old game show where they fooled people to come down to the studio and brought all these people from their past into their life. We got blind dating. Let's try and meet people based on their souls, their hearts, their integrity, not based on what they look like. And then we have the boss is going to shit because someone's late for work. It's kind of like a charade game. Then we have the truth. Wouldn't you like to really hear what people are really thinking? Well, we're going to be playing a game like that too. Then we have the Oscars are coming up, so we have Oscar-winning speeches coming up later in the show. I have a film I'm debuting, and 3 people got nominated for Oscars, so we'll be showing you those speeches shortly. And then we have couples therapy. Don't we all need therapy, especially in this time of a pandemic when you're all stuck with each other for hours longer than normal, and that's why we have couples therapy today. Let's introduce our cast over here. We got Isabel. We got Shelly.
Hey, y'all.
Carl.
How's it going? Keep watching. Love you.
Alex.
Hi, guys. Thanks for watching and supporting.
James.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Maddie.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching.
And Andrea.
Hello, hello. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so I'm going to minimize all you guys except for Alex right now because we have a little surprise for you, Alex. Go ahead and minimize Isabel. Okay, so Alex, I know that we asked you to come down to the studio today, and you thought you would actually be in a game show and win all sorts of prizes, didn't you?
Oh, I'm sure I'm not.
Well, you're going to win some prizes, and there's a few surprises because we've assembled people from your past, Alex. They were all nice enough to come down to our studio today, Alex, because this is your life. That's right, people from your past. Let's just jump right into it. Do you remember this voice?
Hey, baby, how's it going?
It's your current boyfriend. It's Carl, your current boyfriend. How could he not want to be part of the show?
Hello.
Hey,
Carl, how long you guys been dating, Carl?
We've been dating about a few months now. I obviously saw her in my audience at a concert that I was going to, which, by the way, I'm touring again in Chicago later on this week. I hope everybody that's watching this show goes over there and does, watches my concert because I'm very, very particular about who goes to my concerts. Mm-hmm. And so she was there.
You just came down to shamelessly promote your concert, even though this is about her today, Carl. So do you have a story about you and her together?
Oh, of course. I have many stories about her and I together, especially backstage. I mean, let me tell you, a lot's happened backstage. I have a story about how I met her.
Okay.
See, she was sneaking into my studio room, which is where I was recording. She wasn't supposed to be in there, right? You were not supposed to be in there, but she got caught by the security guard, and she was holding a knife. Really? And I fell in love at first sight. Let me tell you something, Ken. When I saw her, I was so much in love that I wrote my new hit single, I'm So In Love With You.
Well,
go check that out on iTunes.
Is it the knife that turned you on? You like women who are into violence?
Let me tell you something. I've written so many songs about women that love to just stab people with knives.
Wow.
It's really something that gets me going. And honestly, I like to sniff a knife before I go on stage. That's something that not many people know, especially my fans. My fans do not know that.
Well, Alex, why were you holding a knife?
I think it's nowadays. I mean, I always carry pepper spray, whatever I can to really just protect myself when I'm out. Who knows? I'm a young woman. It's LA. Like things can get really scary. So, who was I to know that the man, you know, with the microphone, all this stuff, he's got the walkie-talkie. How was I supposed to know? You know, he's in security and he's not, you know, just trying to kidnap me. Like,
oh, okay.
Very stuff
okay.
Up there.
Well, hopefully you're not using that knife to do any cutting on yourself, because you know a lot of people do that.
No, never myself.
Happens all the time.
Okay. Well, Carl, we're going to have you stay out here. Go ahead and put your mute on, and we're going to bring out. Do you remember this? Oh, you can stay out here, Carl. Okay, he's good. Okay, how about this next voice? Can we hear the voice first?
Hello.
It's your college roommate. It's Isabel. Come on out, Isabel.
Hi, Isabel.
Hi. I apologize for that. My technology's been really glitchy today.
My 15 minutes of fame, and you gotta get in there.
Well, Isabel, do you have a story about you rooming with Alex?
I do. So this was really funny, actually. You know, in hindsight, at the time, I don't. But I had this really bad peanut allergy, and what would happen was every time I had something really important, like, you know, if I had a first date with someone I really liked, or like a really important test or something like that, I would wake up in the middle of the night like wheezing, and my face was on fire. Like I was having anaphylactic reactions only at those times. I never knew why. And I found out much later, it took me so long, she had been sneaking peanuts into my pillowcase, and I didn't know.
What?
So yeah, it was so funny. Like now I can try to laugh about it.
Okay, Alex, why would you be doing that if you knew she had a peanut allergy?
I think the first time it came on, like I knew she suffered like from bad anxiety, and I was thinking, you know, instead of her, you know, having anxiety, you know, because she was doing public speaking at the time, you know, she was a public speaking major, but I was nervous for her. And so I think just to avoid like the humiliation on her part, and also like that's my roommate, like I have to be associated with her. And so I'd rather her just, you know, not go than her make herself, and more importantly me, like look bad. So
okay, so you were doing it for her. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
That's very sweet. I don't know if she agrees with that. She's still been having trouble dating because of this whole peanut thing. But let's hear this third voice.
Hey, killer.
It's Andrea, your best friend. Okay, so Andrea.
Hey.
How you doing?
Long time no see.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple of days already.
Yeah, far too long.
Out tonight, like, I got a list of a bunch of people I want to bully with you.
Yeah.
Well, do you have one best friend story you can tell us?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I got many, but if I had to pick one, you know, it's not easy. Let's say how we met. So, okay. You know, I saw this girl, and she told me, because first I'm a self-defense instructor here in Brooklyn, and she came to me, and she told me a sad story about her being bullied when she was younger, and now she wants to learn how to, you know, long story short, a couple of days later, she started, you know, she bullied everyone. And she started saying, I'm a killer. And then such a badass. And I don't know, I think we have such a connection. I found out we got such a connection. And so since then, we hang out every night, and we practice, but outside, you know, real life scenario. That's our something that we share. So every night, you know, we bully someone for real on the street. She loves knives, but pepper spray, but not only, you know, she could use, like, she's very handy with chairs, bottles. I mean, she's so talented. She's a natural.
Sounds like she's a vandal. So this is what you do? You go out and just bully people on the street there, Alex?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't call it bullying.
Come on, don't be shy. Come on.
I mean, like, for years I was a life coach. That's, you know, I went to school for my first job. And I think You know, this has always been my philosophy. It's been, you know, life coaching. I tell my friends this, you know, whether I'm getting paid or not, is to, you know, be like your strongest self and be your bravest and toughest self. And so if you're going to be picked on real easily, you have to grow. You have to grow from that. And that's what I'm doing to help them, is saying like, hey, like if I break your arm, you know, your leg, your ankle, if I, you know, your neck snaps, it's only going to grow back stronger.
Yes.
Or like it's not going to grow at all and you're not supposed to be here. So
yeah, I'm not sure about the snapping of the neck. That could actually, you know, cause paralysis. But anyway, let's bring out.
Trying to teach, you know, Maddie before we split up. But
well, that's funny because let's listen to this voice right here.
Hi, Alex.
Yeah, it's your ex-best friend, Maddie. Let's find out what happened and now your ex-best friend. So, Maddie, what exactly happened that you are no longer friends?
Hey, you know, I'm just a little nervous to be here, but you know, it's good to see you, Andrea. You too.
I was ghosted. And I really want to know why. So I'm so happy to see her.
Right, you were ghosted. You tried to kill me. Girl, you tried to stab me.
Don't be so dramatic, please.
You people have no idea what she's done to everybody.
Oh my God.
You don't even want to know. Andrea, you don't even want to know. You wouldn't even be here.
Wow. Okay. So now she's your ex-best friend because you tried to kill her. Interesting, Maddie. Wow. You know, I bet this next voice will determine why you've turned out the way you are. Let's hear it.
Hey, loser.
That's right. It's a high school bully. So you were bullied by a high school bully, and maybe that's why you've turned into becoming a bully. Oh, okay.
Hey, loser. Oh, my gosh. You are just so precious. You're a life
jock.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Gosh, you look just like you did in high school. An unfortunate dresser and hair like you just don't care.
Now, why did you bully her every day?
Oh, you know, because she's so annoying. And, you know, I was thinking of being a hairdresser one day. And so I thought, oh my gosh, she's got this beautiful long hair that she's doing obviously nothing with. So I brought my sword and I just cut it off for her so that she could get a new look. And then maybe she could actually get some friends.
Wow. How did you feel when she cut your hair off with that sword?
My hair, that's why I always put it up now. Like, I never know. I usually have it in a bun just in case. And when she decided to take action like that, I mean, now I know that she was doing it from a place of her own pain. And it's probably why she still wears the same Letterman's jacket, still carries around the same swords, probably still lives by the high school, goes to the different games. And I still feel sorry for her. For who
Oh my gosh. You and all your knives, you're still so jealous of me. Does it bother you that I'm still so pretty?
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Wow, that is some weird stuff. Okay, let's bring in this last voice.
Sup, bitch?
It's your ex-boyfriend, and he is not happy, and he's got a story. James?
You get him off the stage. You get him off.
No, I want to hear James's
look,
story.
They brought me and flew me all the way out here to tell a story, okay?
What
so I'm going to tell a motherfucking story. Got it?
Say it.
All right, fine. You know, I was her boyfriend since high school. And yeah, I've been listening to this train of just nonsense and babbling for, you know, just long enough. So I'm just going to lay it down. Yeah, Carl, okay, I'm a musician too. The whole knife thing, yeah, that's an act. She like doesn't, I guarantee you the knife isn't even actually real. She doesn't actually have the spine to use a real knife. I got one too. Check it out, bro. It's rubber. It doesn't actually cut anything. See, I can just hack this against my body all day and nothing's going to happen. And you know where that came from? Yeah, you know, we were in high school together, and you know, she was pushed around. She had a friend named Maddie at the time, and you know, all of a sudden she gets this weird obsession from this school bully to all of a sudden be this ultra badass who rises above everything and goes against the grain to be edgy and cool. But you know what? It's just like this entire show and everything in front of her. It's all fake. It's all an act. Don't buy into it. And this is a giant waste of airtime. I can't even believe we're here right now. So I wrote this song, prove that I'm a musician of worth too.
More
and it goes a little like
piano
this.
Players.
Your life sucks, Alex, and I banged your best friend, and that's why you're not friends with her anymore.
You know, this is his way of trying to compensate for something else. So,
I'm trust me, I'm good. That's the only sword you've ever experienced in your whole life.
Oh no, that little like rubber dagger he had this big.
Oh yeah, sure.
His okay.
Oh, James, do me up against the wall again.
The pinky finger. The pinky.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen. This is really strange. It's taking a real big twist. Another twist is that James is now married to the bully Shelley. I figured you might want to know that. So they flew in together. Anyway, so now you've got two people who don't like you. So, Alex, any closing comments?
Hopefully, you know, I can move past this. I'm just happy that I made peace with Maddie. Shelly, James, y'all can go to hell. You're dead to me, and I'll move on. That's all it is. I'm better off.
Wow.
You know.
Well, Alex, this has been your life. Thank you all for coming in. We have closing gifts for you out in the lobby. We're going to move on now to a game called Blind Dating. And so I'm going to have Andrea stay out here. Everybody else can minimize. We have 3 dates waiting for you backstage, Andrea, and I know that you're a single man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, actually, I like video games a lot. And so I basically play all day, and I feel very comfortable during the pandemic because I have more time to take care of myself and my video games. And I lately bought a video game about dating, so I found out that maybe it's the right time to go out and socialize. Yeah.
Well, good, Andrea. You know, that's why we've decided to put you on blind dating today, because we know that Omicron is about over. You're going to be able to start going out again and doing stuff with people. So we thought, well, this is a perfect time. Now, the reason is blind dating, Andrea, is because I know you're a good-looking guy, and I don't want you to just pick women based on them being good-looking. We want you to pick women based on their soul, their heart, their personality, some connection that you may have where you think that maybe, you know, we're on the right path together. Maybe there's a future with this woman. So I want you to think of each woman's going to get a different question in round number 1, and think of thought-provoking questions, you know, something they can ask them about their soul, not just a yes or no answer, or, you know, what do you like to eat? No one cares about that. We really care about, you know, their personality. So think about good, strong questions. And in round number 2, you're going to do 1 question for all 3 of them, and then you're going to pick one. Now, when you pick one and we reveal what they look like, if you choose to feel that the connection is still not there after they bring you out, you can then reject one and pick one more. Okay? So you've got a chance of 2 of the 3. Hopefully the first one will match with you. But if it's not that one, we'll bring out a second one. And
it's like in video games when you have an extra life. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, give me an extra life, okay? So first, let's get them to say hello to you. So number 1, can you say hello to Andrea?
Hello.
Oh.
Hello, Andrea. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Hello.
All right, number 2, could you say hello to Andrea?
Greetings.
Interesting. Number 3, say hello to Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
Okay, well, that was pretty chipper. All right, well, we got a question for number 1.
Okay, question for number 1. So, if you were a video game character or a superhero, what would be your nickname and why? Please, elaborate.
Oh, if I were a superhero, oh my gosh, I would be the alien destroyer.
Yeah.
That would be my name, and my superpower would be destroying the aliens. They're here among us, and I would be able to identify them and tell the government.
Okay, great.
So there's a conspiracy theorist with us. Okay, let's go with number 2, a different question.
All right, so number 2. Tell me the story behind the biggest lie you ever said.
I come from Florida. That is.
That's already,
Yeah.
Okay.
Florida is my homeland.
Okay. Can you please tell me more? Tell me more about it. About
yes.
The story behind. I love storytelling and then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. My English is not great. I tell people I'm from New York, but no, from Florida.
Okay, well, obviously she's from Florida, but she's really from New York. Okay, that's just strange. Okay, well, a lot of people from New York go to Florida because, it's too cold in New York in the winter. How about number 3? You got a question?
Yeah, sure. How do you see us 10 years from now?
Oh my God, that's such a great question. I can't wait to answer it. Okay. So 10 years from now, first of all, I adore your hair. You have the most beautiful hair. So 10 years from now, it's going to go through so many changes, but 10 years from now, it's going to be fire engine red with like kind of a fade down to like a lime green, I think. Like it's going to be really, really interesting. So in 10 years, that's going to be what I'm going to be doing with your hair because like you have such gorgeous, I watch YouTube videos all the time on how to do this. And like, it's become my pandemic hobby for sure, and it's just going to be so much fun, and I can't wait, and I'm just so excited for that to happen because there's going to be so many progressions until then that I just can't wait. Oh my.
Wow. Okay, I hope you took all that in. All right, so now we need a question for all 3 of them. We'll start with number 1. Same question.
Okay, so same question for all of them?
Yeah, so make it a good one now.
Okay, so tell me something weird about you that people wouldn't know.
Number 1.
I prefer to live underground. It's safer. It's safer that way. But I don't have a lot of people in my life, and so that's I got a bunker.
Interesting. Okay, number 2, same question.
Interesting fact, in my homeland, I am princess in Florida.
Princess in Florida.
Okay,
right?
All right, number 3.
Well, something actually people don't really know about me. In learning all this hair dye stuff, I actually have dyed my arm hair all these different colors because I had to experiment and like I didn't really know what to do. So I wear long sleeves all the time so nobody can see because I've kind of like burned myself just in experimenting here and there. Like, the acids and the dyes have kind of done a little, so now I kind of have multicolored skin on my arms. It's so cool.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay, Andrea, you've got one you want to pick, and of course, if you decide that after you talk to them for a second, it's not going to work out, you can switch your answer.
oh my God, such a hard choice. So, I have a doubt between number 1 and number 3. I mean, number 3, I love the fast pace, the fast stream of data. That's what I love.
Okay, well, let's bring out number 3.
But so.
Number 3, come on out.
Ta-da.
Okay, there she is. Okay, let's see if we can get a full screen. There you go. Okay, well, that's the one you chose, Andrea. You have any questions you want to ask her?
So that's your. Did you do that hairdo like by yourself? Is that
no? Well, actually, what happened was it was really, 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 really great. Like 3 weeks ago, I finally got the hair color that on my head to exactly what I wanted, precisely. So I can't ever touch it again because it's never going to be perfect again. So I have to keep this bag on it like pretty much forever. So that's what pretty much has to happen.
Okay, Andrea, would you like to continue with this date, or would you like to try someone else?
I feel horrible. Like I don't want to sound like mean, but I don't know. Maybe that, forever is a little too much. Okay. Let's put it this way.
So Isabel, we have a hair dryer waiting for you backstage. Okay, so go ahead and go get your hair dryer.
Okay.
Okay. I know. Unfortunately, she'll never be able to use that because her hair's stuck. All right, we got 1 or 2.
Number 1, she's got a bunker. I mean, it's a lot of fun. She's got a bunker.
There she is. Oh my God. Okay.
Well, they're coming for us. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna fight them off.
Who's coming?
The Martians, the aliens. They are watching. They're watching us, and so that's why we're gonna live underground and monitor. We're gonna monitor their communication.
Wow.
Well, they're watching.
Yeah, before we tell you what gifts we're going to give you and Shelly, let's bring out number 2 just to reveal her. And there she is. Let's see. There she is.
Greetings, man of Earth.
Okay, well, we're sorry you didn't pick her.
She looks like my favorite character, and
yeah, we do have an old VHS copy of Carrie, the tape where she burnt down the school. We'd like you to watch that so that maybe you can go do that yourself, okay? Thank you, Alex, for coming out. Okay, well, Shelly, you're our big winner with Andrea, and we just want to let you know we've got a can of baked beans that you'll be able to have for dinner tonight in her bunker. Okay, so Andrea, enjoy yourself living underground in a bunker because the aliens are coming. And thank you for playing Blind Dating.
We must destroy number 3. Destroy number 3.
Yeah, well, okay. Thank you, Andrea. We have an Uber car waiting to take you to the bunker. It's an Uber car shaped like a tank. Okay, thank you both. It looks like Andrea is frozen. He can't believe what's happened to him. Yeah, he's completely frozen. He's lost. There he is. Sorry, Andrea. We'll see you later, Andrea. Poor sad man. Okay, well, let's play a little guessing game, a little charade game. Let's bring out Maddie, who will be guessing in Carl and James. Now, Maddie I've hired her to come work at my business because I know her father. But she has a tendency to forget why she was late. So, Maddie, if you could then do this and let me know when you can't hear anymore, then good. So now Carl and James are going to be acting out why she's late in charades. They can't use any props and they can't use any sounds. First thing is she stuffed and cooked a turkey. She stuffed and cooked a turkey. That's the first one. And then she hang glided off a building onto a baseball field. So the first one again is she stuffed and cooked a turkey. And the second one is she hang glided off a building into a baseball field or onto a baseball field. Okay? All right. Okay, Maddie, I'm glad you're here today. You know, your father and I are very close friends. We grew up together, and you can unmute yourself. You can talk to me. I want to hear you now. Listen, you're late. Okay, Walmart. Okay, I hired you. You're 2 hours late. We had a lot of stuff in the loading dock that didn't get into people's cars now. You're part of the supply chain problem. You better have some reasons why you're late. Let me hear them.
Oh, well, I gotta say, I think I was eating.
No, eating. Well, there might have been something you could have eaten, but I don't think you were eating at the time.
No, I don't. It was more like a praying, maybe.
I don't think you were praying. No, I don't think you're praying.
Blowing a balloon.
Why would you do that? Why would you blow up a balloon?
I wasn't blowing a balloon. No, I was eating something something that it was prepared. Maybe.
Yeah, you were preparing. Yeah, you were preparing something. Correct.
Yes.
What were you preparing?
I was preparing dough.
No, not dough.
No. Chicken.
Well, it's not chicken. It's in the same family, but it's bigger.
A bigger bird, a turkey.
Okay, what were you doing with the turkey?
I was stuffing the turkey.
And then what did you do after you stuffed it? What did you do after you stuffed it?
I buttered it with my hands.
Okay, but then
what do you do? It flew.
No, you don't fly turkeys. I mean, once you stuff it, what are you going to do with it?
I ate it. It was delicious.
You have to do something before you eat it.
Oh, yes, I have to baste it.
Well, and then you have more than basting. You got to what? Before you eat something, you got to what?
You got to cook it.
Cook it, okay.
In the oven, I cooked it.
All right, so you stuffed and cooked the turkey,
yes.
Okay, but that's like 20 minutes, because you don't have to be there while the cookie's turkeying. You could have left and come back. Stuffing's 20 minutes, okay? Why? Another reason why you're late. 2 hours late.
Yeah, you know what? I was flying.
Okay, you were flying. What were you flying on?
Flying on a hang glider.
A hang glider, okay. What were you doing with a hang glider? Where did you hang glide off of what?
Off of a baseball
stadium.
No,
maybe a baseball stadium has something to do with it, but you're hang gliding off something first.
Oh, I was hang gliding off of something. Yeah, what was I? It was a platform.
Okay, so maybe something tall. What would it be?
Something tall, something square.
Okay, square tall. What would that be?
The top of my house.
Oh, that's not tall enough.
Okay. Yeah. Something tall and square. Building.
Building. Okay, so you were hang gliding off a building, and where did you land?
I landed in a baseball stadium.
Perfect. Okay, good enough. You're a very adventurous person. We'll keep you on the job. Thanks for doing it. All right, go check in, okay? Put your check-in card. All right, we're moving on now to the truth. And while they're doing that, Maddie, why don't you leave and come back because your audio's coming in and out a little bit. We heard enough that it didn't affect the game, but go ahead and just leave and come right back. And then stay on the side. Okay, let's bring in James and Shelley and Andrea and Isabel. And wouldn't you really like to know what Andrea and Isabel are really thinking? Well, we have two people who will say what they're really saying or what they're really thinking is. Okay, what they really want to say is, but they don't want to say it because people like to be polite. So Andrea and Isabel, can we put them together? There we go. Beautiful. Andrea and Isabel. Okay, so they're on that's fine. Okay, so go ahead. You can move them right now. Yeah, move Andrea to the bottom and then move James. Let's switch those two. Perfect. Okay, so James, who's now in my video, is on top of Andrea. He'll be doing his thoughts, not his personal thoughts, but what he's really trying to say is the truth. And Shelley will say what she's really trying to say is. And now they're deciding, do they want to move in together? So I'm going to minimize myself. We'll start out with Andrea and discussing, should they move in together? Should they move to the next step in their relationship?
I spent the whole night thinking about what you said yesterday.
I haven't thought about anything that you said yesterday, and I really want to avoid this conversation at all costs. I want to get out of the room right now.
Oh my God, you have. I'm so excited.
Oh, unmute. We can't hear you.
she's really saying is that she's not excited and she's thinking about moving in with your father.
You know, Isabel, I think I am ready to move our relationship to the next level.
I'm totally terrified of commitment, and I am seriously considering just flying out the back window right now, stealing your car, and getting as far away from you as I can.
Well, that's so great because I've actually already been looking at apartment listings and all this stuff. I have a whole spreadsheet ready to show you.
What she's really saying is that she and your dad are going to move to Paris where they can enjoy each other as lovers and friends.
Okay, so I think I could study French with you a little bit, like you've been lately spending a lot of time on those, French courses. That's very interesting. I want to, do more things together. I want to share more.
What he's really saying is that he disdains anything that is related to French culture, and he's really hoping that you don't find out that he has been secretly sleeping with your best friend.
Well, actually, I would love to learn some French. I mean, I've already become so advanced. I mean, I'm kind of already almost fluent, so you'd have some catching up to do. But I'd be willing to help you if you'd like. Maybe. Yeah.
What she's really saying is that if you follow her to Paris, that she's going to have to jump into the river and swim away. And while she's doing that, she may have to murder your father.
Okay, no, I understand. You are so advanced. So, I mean, it's, no, you don't have to. It could be boring. Okay, so now I'm gonna, I'll take your car because I need to see Alex she's gonna help me out for something for work, like just a minor thing.
What he's really saying is that he is also sleeping with his secretary and that he hopes you are never going to find out. And he is totally willing to commit arson and steal your car and wreck it if he has to cover up the fact that he is about to go attempt to fake his own death.
I mean, it's like 11:45 p.m. on a Tuesday. I mean, is this really that urgent right now? I mean, can't we just, I've had dinner waiting for you for like 4 hours. Like, I mean, I've been really trying hard here.
What she's really saying is that she's been to prison before and she's not afraid to go again. So watch your back.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I should stay. I love your cooking, and yeah, I will stay. Gotta stay.
He's really saying is that he is now going to be checking all of his food for poison, and he is on to the fact that you may want to murder him.
Well, I'm really glad because, I tried a new recipe tonight, and there's a lot of all your favorite stuff in it, so I can't wait to feed it to you.
What she's really saying is that she shanked a girl in the shower and then she stuffed her face in the prison oatmeal.
Wow. Okay. Wow, man. These two probably shouldn't move in together. I don't see that happening. You want to bring me back out, honey? Oh, wow. That was some strange stuff. You're just gonna move in together, but now you both want to kill each other and shank each other, and you've been to prison, and oh my golly, you're sleeping with two women, Andrea. It's really important if we have these people helping us to determine what they're really saying, because what they said to each other is not at all what they meant, and that's the truth. Thank you, guys. Let's move on now to Oscar-winning moments. This is a film I was nominated this year at the 2022 Academy Awards. I've got some really great talent out here today. I've got Carl, Maddie, and Alex are in this film today. And the name of the film, which I appreciate the actors coming out, is called Lost and Confused. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you 3 scenes from the movie in which you're going to each get their Oscar-winning speech. So scene 1 has Alex and Carl in it, and Carl is very confused because he's having feelings for Alex's sister, Maddie. And Maddie, will have you step out of this scene, and we'll have Alex and Carl, as Carl admits he's beginning to have feelings for Alex's sister in Lost and Confused. Go ahead and minimize me.
Babe, this is the most beautiful second anniversary. Thank you.
I'm really glad you liked it. And
I did.
I thought this would have been the perfect time for us to talk about our feelings, obviously. I mean, that's a big thing. And I love talking about, don't you like talking about feelings?
I do. I love talking about my feelings.
I want to share with you the true feelings that I believe I have deep inside my heart right now.
Yeah,
and,
it's okay. It's okay.
I love your family. I love your sister so much, even more.
Yeah.
Like
I
her.
think marriage is such a great idea.
Yeah, so you're on the same. I'm glad you're starting to really see this, because I was a little nervous about having to potentially bring this idea to you that I think I'm in love with your sister.
And now this is Alex's Oscar-winning speech, where once again her sister has stolen another one of her men away, as she goes back and dredges up all the things of her past.
It's not what I was expecting, but at the same time it is. God, Maddie, she can't have enough. My first boyfriend, 12 years old, we held hands, my first kiss. She comes on the scene. What does he do? He buys her ice cream. After high school, after she stole Jimmy Johnson from me, I moved. I had to get away. I joined the circus. And I start dating the head clown. Oh my God. We were engaged, Carl. I'm sorry I never told you about him. But I was in love. And she goes to one show. I mean, all it took was one punch in the face.
And that was Alex's Oscar-winning speech. We're now going to move forward in the film with Carl and Maddie in a scene where they're at Maddie's house, and Carl and Maddie are talking about their feelings for each other.
Ah, Maddie, you have no idea how long I felt this way about you. You have no idea. Your sister has no idea either. You
told her?
Yeah, I did inform her about my love for you, and that's why here right now, I want to express my love to you in the best way that I know how to. By talking about it to you and telling you how much I truly do love you and how much I do want to be with you for the rest of my life. You mean everything to me.
And now this is Carl's Oscar-winning speech, where Maddie means everything to him and he's never met anybody like her.
I mean, Maddie, no one has been able to make me feel the way you do, not even your sister. And every single time that you were with her, I just kept looking at you, and all I could think about was you. When I was making love to your sister, all I could think about was you. When I was kissing your sister, when I was taking her out on dates, all I could think about was you. When I was printing out pictures of you, all I could think about was you. When I was putting those pictures on the wall, all I could think about was you. And I can't believe I'm finally admitting all of this to you, but it's just, You are literally the love of my life, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want you to marry me, and I want your sister to be your maid of honor because she's been a good friend. She's been a really good friend to me, and that's what I've considered her this entire time.
And
I'm
that's
so happy to express my feelings.
Carl's Oscar-winning speech. We now move forward where Maddie is confronted by her sister, Alex, about once again stealing another man.
Alex.
I thought it was over with Bing Bong. Is it not? Like, you had to go after this new guy? Maddie! Like, can I have anything?
We have the same taste in men. Jimmy Johnson was one thing, and the clown was another. But Bing Bong and Carl, I don't know what to say. It just erupted out of me like a volcano passion. It's the same passion we share.
Maddie, you don't get it. I can't.
And now this is Maddie's Oscar-winning speech where she's been jealous of her sister because her parents always liked her best. And this jealousy made her want to hurt her sister badly.
My parents always liked you best. And never me. I was always so jealous of you. You wanted to go to circus camp and you found a clown boyfriend. You know I've always wanted to go to circus camp and find a clown boyfriend. Mom always told me I was too ugly to join the circus, but when she told you you could go, she said it was fine because you're prettier than me. So when I found somebody like Jimmy or the clown or Bing Bong who liked me, I just wanted you to feel jealous. I wanted you to feel how I felt all these years. And guess what? We're getting married. And you're my maid of honor. Because he said that he's always thought of you as just a friend.
And that's Maddie's Oscar-winning speech. My movie, Lost and Confused, will be at this year's Academy Awards. Check out these three fabulous actors. Which one of them will be getting the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor? Will it be Carl? In the ladies category, will it be Maddie? Or will it be Alex? And will they still be just as jealous and kill each other at the Academy Awards if they lose? Find out this year at the Academy Awards. This has been Oscar-winning speeches. Thank you, people. Go ahead and minimize. We're going to come back now with fabulous couples therapy. As I told you at the top of the show, you know, couples have problems, especially during the pandemic. They're together too much. Sometimes they have to be childcare. Sometimes they have to work from home. And this has caused problems in a lot of relationships. So I'm going to bring out my first couple. I have three couples here today, and then an extra person with one of the couples. So Andre and Shelley, please come out, please. So Shelley, the last time we met, you're a control freak, and you want to control everything that happens in your life, in Andrea's life, in your kid's life, in your social life, everything. And Andrea, you're kind of detached and unemotional. And I know that probably you've become more unemotional and detached because you're having problems with Shelley trying to control your life. So let's leave off where we left last month. Has anything progressed in this, Andrea? Has she allowed you to be a little bit more open and allowed you a little more freedom?
Yeah. I mean, she allows me by now to cut the sandwich on diagonal because I wasn't allowed before. It had to be 6 pieces perfectly symmetric, and I think this is that's a milestone for me. She still greets our dog before greeting me when she comes back home, and I feel really sad about that. I feel very frustrated. And I think she shouldn't beat me, every time I cannot find the right pen for chicken.
Okay, let's stop there for a second. Shelly, do you beat Andrea if he can't find the right pen?
Well, when he says beat, I really think he means the verbal beatings.
Oh, okay. So there's no physical beatings. Okay.
The verbal beatings, sometimes the physical beatings. But I think that, if he would just do what I ask him to do, just do it the way I ask him to do it, we wouldn't have a problem with the way he does things. Just do it my way. It's all, the way I do it is a really good way to do it. I think I would know.
Okay. Well, now, do you think that he's becoming detached and unemotional as a way to deal with your control freakness?
I think, yes, that's probably got something to do with it, this detachedness. And again, I've got all kinds of things planned for us on the calendar. If he would just look at the calendar that I created for us and our family to make sure we did the things on time when we need to do them, and we're there when we need to be there, and we're wearing the right things. So there's plenty of opportunity for connection, and he shuts down.
Okay. Well, you know what I need you two to do is I need you to first of all, rip up the calendar. Okay, there's no calendar. I need you to be spontaneous for the next 30 days. I need you to allow Andrea to express his emotions, to get involved with you, and if he feels that you're going to control everything he does or judge everything he does, he's not going to be emotional. So we need you to get in there and be emotional, Andrea, to tell her how you're feeling, even if it's a negative feeling, to allow yourself.
I'm expressing.
That's good. That's good. And Shelly, will you allow him to express himself and be spontaneous and just rip the calendar up for 30 days?
Well, if we can discuss ahead of time,
no, spontaneous, no discussions.
Well, that's something that I'm going to have to think about.
Okay, you two work on that.
I spontaneously said that I was going to think about it.
That's very good. Okay, you two work on that, and just to go ahead and check in with my assistant on the way out. We'll see you in 30 days. We'll see how you're doing. I've got to bring in my next appointment, which is James and Isabel. So if you two could come on in. Thank you two. Okay, so James and Isabel. Now, we've been working on your problem. So last time, let's see, James, you had a gambling issue. Okay, so we're going to discuss that in a second. And Isabel, you're a pill popper. So now let's discuss this. Okay, so James, you said that Isabel tends to have pills for whatever her feeling is. So if she's kind of wants to not deal with stuff, she takes a Valium. When she wants to get up in the morning, if she needs some energy, she pops a little Speed or some pill that gives her, caffeine. And she tends to, be on a lot of over-the-counter and prescribed drugs. So let's go with Isabel first. Isabel, have you done any work on trying to take less pills?
I mean, yeah, I've done a lot of work on it, and I mean, I've done pretty well. I mean, I've transitioned to legal prescriptions. I mean, I think that's a huge step.
Okay. So you're getting legal prescriptions from your doctor now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. James, do you notice any personality changes since she's been getting these legal prescriptions?
A lot of the same behavior has just been consistent over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. I oftentimes just pick up my wallet and find that $50 bills just, happen to go missing. And I would say Dr. Fantastic, Super Wonderful, whatever his street name is, yeah, he can't write prescriptions. He ain't a real doctor.
Okay, so you're saying that you gamble more because you're losing money because she's stealing your money? Is that your
look? I have money. Okay, I mean, and as for the gambling, I can quit anytime I want. All right, but let's not look at a different problem to solve this problem which is my money's gone missing, and it ain't because I like to bet on the ponies.
Okay, but James, before we came into the meeting, you came over to me and said, could you please ask her a question first to get her to talk? Because I have a bet with her that he'll go to her first. And of course, I wouldn't take that bet. So you did that, didn't you, James?
I don't believe that you could, where are you coming up with this? This is a ridiculous accusation. I never said that.
I have it documented, James. I have it documented in my
Don't you ever say that again to me.
Right. But James, I mean, you bet on stuff like which bird's going to land closer to your front porch with your neighbor.
Is it the sparrow? I mean, well, no.
See?
All right. Look, just that was off the record. Did I say off the record? I meant off the record.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that you're popping pills, Isabel, because of his gambling problem?
That's a big reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Really? Are you serious? How else am I supposed to fucking sleep when I think that there are loan sharks coming in the door every 2 seconds? Who else is that pounding on the door at 3 a.m.? And then
maybe there wouldn't be people pounding if they weren't your drug dealers asking for more money.
I told you that they're legal prescriptions. How else am I supposed to buy legal prescriptions?
Oh, yeah, they're real legal. You just, got to go to the guy behind the hardware store in order to actually get your medicine, right? Because I put a GPS tracker in the car, and that's where you've been going the past 3 weeks. Ooh, big progress in a month, right? Right.
Okay, I think what we're going to do, because our time's running out here, is, Isabel, we're going to give you placebos along with real pills so you won't know which one's which, and then hopefully we'll get you just on all placebos. James, what we're going to do with you is you can't gamble for 30 days, but we're going to get you a Monopoly set, and you can play Monopoly with your friends. And if that gets too intense, you can play Chutes and Ladders. Okay?
She's going to take all those pills and try to get high.
No, they're placebos. They don't do anything. It's a psychological thing. So we're going to see.
I like those odds.
Okay, well there you go. Well, 30 days, only Monopoly with fake money, no real money, or Chutes and Ladders with kids in the neighborhood. Don't gamble though.
This shit. I bet on it.
Okay, you can't bet. No betting for 30 days. Placebos only. Thank you, James and Isabel. Go ahead and do PayPal on the way out.
You can bet on it.
Okay. All right, my last team is Carl and Maddie. Can I bring them in? They've been really working on their relationship. So Carl and Maddie. Carl, come on, come into the meeting. I don't see you. I just see you're hiding again. Sit down, Carl. Is Carl frozen? Carl might be frozen. Maddie.
Excuse me, being frozen.
Maddie, so the last time he says you were not having good intimacy problems. And he suggested that he wanted to bring somebody else into the relationship. And what was your response to that?
Well, no, I mean, that's not appropriate. It's meant for 2 people. It's supposed to be special.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that he asked my sister.
Okay, well, yes, he did ask your sister. So is this Carl? Can we see Carl now? We can't see Carl's face. So, Carl, we're having problems with you. If you can, we need to have you turn your camera on. Why he's doing that, can we bring Alex out? So, Alex, this is your Maddie's sister. So, what did you feel like when Carl, at one of the dinner parties, suggested that you join their sexual relationship?
It was definitely an interesting proposition. I think I know it's well known through our family that I am a practicing polygamist. Mm-hmm. Maddie knows that, Carl knows that, and they have their opinions, and that's what it is. I did have to tell Carl though, if he wanted that kind of relationship with me, that I was okay. I was okay with that. But it wouldn't be part of their relationship because I didn't feel comfortable with my sister, in a relationship.
Okay, so you're saying you'll sleep with Carl on the side, but Maddie doesn't want you to do that. Is that correct, Maddie?
It's just not how the way things are supposed to be. We're all supposed
Right. This isn't a Mormon family, Carl. So why would you suggest that, when Maddie's against this and she's your wife, why would you suggest bringing her sister into it?
I mean, I just think it's more fun for everybody else. Like, I know she's into like this God stuff, like this, I don't know, she's religious. And I get that, I understand all of that. Read the Bible, read the book that they, all read. I understood all of it. And I just think that this is something that God would ultimately like want me to do, just share. I think everything's all about sharing. I think that's something that we've all learned, right? You need to share. So I am just deciding to share our relationship. I just think it's a good thing to do. Like, I don't see the big deal with that.
Okay, but you said that you wanted Alex to become the snake, and you're Adam and she's Eve, and you wanted her to bring an apple in so that the first sin would happen with you and Alex?
I mean, of course, because think about it this way. Maddie always gets to be the first sin in our relationship, and I just think it's time that we change it up a little bit and have Alex be the first sin. Okay, I'm just not seeing the big deal here.
Okay, let's flip this a little bit. Okay, Maddie, let's say that Alex is not brought in and Carl doesn't get to have another woman, but you get to have another man. How do you feel about that, Carl?
What are we talking about with that?
Maddie gets to bring another guy into your relationship, and you don't get to bring Alex or another woman in.
First, I think it would be healthy.
I don't think that's healthy at all. I think that's terrible to do to someone. Why would somebody want to bring in somebody else into the relationship like that? It's going to hurt the other person.
Right, but that's what you're doing.
I'm helping. Like, I'm giving.
You're helping you.
I think we're seeing different opposite spectrums here. I think I'm ultimately helping other people. I'm being very selfless. And I think that's getting missed in this room, I think.
Yeah.
Something's getting missed here.
Okay. So let's do this. Okay. How about this? Carl, you don't get sex for 30 days. Okay? You don't get with either of the ladies. You have to abstain for 30 days. Okay. Maddie, you get to go do whatever you want for 30 days. And you will not be punished with it. And in fact, you get to go out with your sister Alex and go over to, because I know you're not a polygamist and she is. You can go to her polygamous cult and go hang out with her.
So many guys and girls, whatever, you're into. I'll introduce you. You'll have a great time.
And then at the end of 30 days, Carl will come back and see if you still want to do what you just said you want to do. Okay. Thank you. We just gaslighted Carl. Okay, thank you both. Go out and pay out in the lobby.
I don't feel like paying anymore.
Well, that's our show. Oh, poor Carl. We just gaslighted him. Bring everybody back in. What a fun show we had today. It's okay, Carl. You'll be okay. Don't worry. Your mom still loves you, Carl. Your mom still loves you, so don't worry. And this was a fun show. These guys will be back in 28 days or 4 weeks from today with a brand new show at 5 o'clock. Let's introduce the cast. Again, I'm Ken Scove. Thank you, James, for playing today.
Anytime. Thanks for tuning in. Always a blast.
Shelley.
Thanks, y'all. Come back again.
Andrea.
Thanks for watching. Ciao.
Isabel, who does not pop pills, if you're watching at home.
Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for watching.
And Alex is not a polygamist.
No, I am not. Have a good night, guys.
And Maddie is exactly the sweet girl she looks like.
That's right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
And Carl, we didn't mean to gaslight you, but what the heck? Why not?
I love you, Mom. That's all I have to say.
All right, we'll see you all in 4 weeks. Thanks for watching, you guys. You're a fun audience today. Have a good Valentine's Day. We'll see you after that. We're clear. Good show. You guys did a good job. The only thing was, James, when you said you did the I, and then you switched it to what he's really trying to say after the third one you did, so that got back on. Can you get that thing off, that What's that thing up there? Yeah. No, you guys did a really good job. This Is Your Life was a lot of fun. Alex, you played really good playing off all of them. And it was great to see your face because that's why I set up all the good ones first, the first three, and they kept getting worse as they kept coming in the last part, which makes the show really fun to watch. The blind dating was great. All you guys revealed, I mean, God. Alex, when you revealed yourself, was like, holy Toledo, my God. She's an alien with lipstick all over herself. Shelley, great look, the survivalist, and then Isabel with the hair thing and the way you talked, like you all had really good, fun characters to listen to. The boss was great. You actually did a pretty good job, Maddie, getting him pretty fast. I was surprised how fast you got them all, which was great. So you guys did a good job of acting out. There was a moment there where James was frozen for a second, but it was only for a second, thank God. Because it's hard to act it out when you're frozen. So that's why I kept saying, kind of helping her out when James was frozen. I kept throwing a few things to help you out too. And the truth, yeah, we just talked about the truth was great, other than, the times I said just talk like, instead of I, just say what he's really trying to say. And then once you guys got that, the audience probably doesn't know the difference. The game's still relatively the same. Oscar-winning moments, you guys really sold it today, really did a good job. Couple Syrupy was wonderful too. You all really played your characters out well. We had a little bit with your audio occasionally where it wasn't terrible, Maddie, but